So I own 4 YouTube channels, including the one you're watching right now. And the crazy part is one of my channels literally brought in over 4.3 million views in just one single month. That's definitely a new record for me, and in this video I want to show you guys exactly how much YouTube paid me for that 4.3 million views. If you guys just want to skip to exactly where YouTube paid me, I'll add a timestamp below, but if you guys want to see exactly how I built this channel from A to Z, then stay tuned. But the best part about this channel is that I don't even show my face on this channel, and let me show you guys exactly how I did it. So before we get into it guys, I want to explain to you guys what exactly YouTube automation is and how I use it to own multiple channels and make thousands of dollars a month. YouTube automation is basically where you actually hire freelancers and other people across the globe to create YouTube content for you. I guarantee if you've been on YouTube long enough, you've seen YouTube channels where the owner of the channel never shows their face. Channel examples like The Bright Side, Jake Tran, even bigger personality channels like Optimus. These specific channels get millions of views every single month and they never ever show their face. The thing is, for me, when I was first starting out YouTube, I was pretty camera shy. I didn't want to be on camera at all because I felt like it made me feel weird, people would judge me, but I knew that there were YouTubers making millions of dollars, literally. And I've had my own YouTube channel since I was 12 years old, so I wanted to figure out a way to actually make money and build a real brand on YouTube, but I didn't want to show my face behind it. That's why I really started to step back and notice these certain channels that have huge followings and make tons of money, but they never show their face. In fact, one of my old YouTube channels I had back in the day where I did flash animations was still getting views till this day. Of course, it was only like a couple views here and there, but the fact that it was still getting views and it was still making about a couple cents a day, it really showed me the fact that if you build a YouTube channel for now, it can grow your wealth and set you up for years to come. That's why I knew that it was totally possible to create YouTube channels and YouTube videos without ever having to be on camera. And there are 3 specific benefits that I love about not having to be on camera when creating your YouTube videos. Number 1 is the fact that you don't have to put in the work to see the results and see your channel grow. A big issue with big YouTubers like Graham Stephan, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, people like that is that they have to make the content themselves. If they're not on camera and they're not making the content, then their channel is not growing and they won't make any money because they're not uploading. If you can hire people online from places like Upwork, Fiverr, and freelancer.com, you can hire them out to create videos for you on complete autopilot, which means you literally sit back and just watch the people who work for you keep uploading and keep growing your business. And that's a huge thing that separates YouTube automations from regular YouTube, because you can literally take a step back and become an entrepreneur instead of being someone who's actually on camera and a personality. The second benefit is that you're much less likely to lose your privacy. Now, whenever you put yourself on social media, there is a risk involved. Especially nowadays, people are very sensitive to what you might say online, so you want to make sure you separate your personal life and your business life as much as possible. One example of someone whose private life got almost ruined from his personal brand is someone called The Tech Lead. He's a YouTuber who teaches people about coding and teaches people how to get jobs in the software engineering field. And when he and his wife divorced, so many people started doing research into his life, people started knowing his first name, people really started to look into his private life. And when he got divorced, people started looking into his private life, they're looking into his private information, and not everybody was very supportive. A lot of people were spreading rumors, they're sending bad energy. So during this very hard time in his life, a lot of people made him feel worse because he was out in the public eye. I believe there was a famous quote from Warren Buffett, and it says that the goal is to be rich and anonymous. Now, even though I'm on camera and I'm making a video now, I have become more comfortable and I can understand the benefits of both. But being anonymous and having a business running in the back end is one of the most amazing feelings you could have, because you have absolute freedom when it comes to making money online. And the third benefit of not showing your face on camera when you're creating a YouTube channel is that you can scale quickly. And what I mean by scaling and scaling quickly is that when you have people in the back end making the videos for you, you can theoretically keep making different YouTube channels and keep growing your income. When you have just one channel and it's you on the face of the channel, it's very hard to spread out and get multiple sources of income. Now, it can be done, and a lot of YouTubers monetize their channels very, very well, but only having one channel and one platform that makes you that money can be risky. Let's say there's a huge dip in viewership in your channel for 1 month. That's a huge hit in your income. Whereas if you have 5 to 10 channels in the back end, making you $10, $20, even $30,000 a month, if one channel goes down, you still have 5 or 6 other channels that are making you a ton of money. So being able to mitigate your risk through multiple YouTube channels is one of the best benefits of doing YouTube automation. Now, I made this channel to help you guys grow your own YouTube automation channels and build your own YouTube empire. So what I'm gonna do now is go into my computer and show you guys my stats, show you guys my numbers. All right, guys, so here in my computer, I just want to show you guys 4.3 million views here, watch time 329,000, 7.7k subscribers, and let me just refresh it so you guys can see that it's real. Alright, perfect. So what we're going to do is actually go to the content tab and look at exactly how many views I was averaging per day and show exactly how much that leads to watch time and how that leads to every single aspect of my channel. So when we go to content, we can see I had 4.3 million views, 25.1 million impressions, 12.5% click-through rate, which is very, very high, and an average view duration of 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Now, the average view duration is kind of low. It can be higher. I am working on it to make it higher. However, the click-through rate, in my opinion, is one of the most important factors of YouTube. The click-through rate percentage is basically the number of people who see your video and decide to click on it. So if 100 people looked at your channel and only 10 people clicked on that video, that means you have a click-through rate of 10%, which is very good. I would suggest to have a click-through rate of at least 8% to 12%. That's around the range you want to see. So I scroll down to the bottom here and you can see that there's this graph here that explains every piece of your YouTube channel and how impressions lead to watch time. So you can see here that I have 25.1 million impressions and 92.8% of YouTube recommending your content. This is what you want to see. You want to see YouTube pushing out your content as much as possible. YouTube will reward you for the good numbers you have. And you can see as you go down, it shows them every important piece of your channel. You want to make sure that your channel has a high click-through rate, and a high click-through rate leads to high views. And you want to make sure your channel has a high average view duration that leads to high watch time. So the big thing that YouTube really cares about is watch time. YouTube wants to make sure that you have people on your channel for as long as possible, because the longer they are on your channel, the more likely they will to be on YouTube, which means the more likely they are to see ads. And that's YouTube's main goal. So when you're starting off your YouTube channel, some metrics you can look at: a click-through rate of at least 8%, and you want to have an average view duration of at least 40%. And of course, the higher numbers, the better, but those numbers are basically the average of what I've seen successful viral videos go for. Alright guys, so now we kind of delved into my statistics. Let me show you guys exactly how much YouTube paid me for those views. So in that month, YouTube paid me $17,000 in just 1 month, which was honestly, it was an amazing month. I worked very hard and made sure my team put up at least 2 videos a day. You can see at the peaks, we were hitting $1,000 a day, 1,000. It started to dip a little bit because the CPM starts to dip at the end of December and the beginning of January. So you can see at its peak, it was insane, and now we're going down. We're slowly declining because of the CPM, but it usually levels out at about $300 to $400 a day. Now I want to tell you guys about something called CPM and RPM, and that's one of the most important metrics of YouTube, and that's one thing that will dictate how much money you make on YouTube. So CPM is basically how much advertisers will pay you per 1,000 views for one of your videos. So for example, if you have a CPM of 5 and you have 1,000 views on your channel, YouTube will pay you $5 for every 1,000 views, right? Pretty simple. The thing is though, YouTube does take their cut. They take about 55% of your ad revenue, and that number where you actually get that comes into your account is called RPM. Now CPM and RPM can vary between channel to channel because CPM and RPM is based on the advertisers and how much they're willing to pay to put their ads on your channel. So for example, someone like Graham Stephan or Andre Geek, someone who's in the finance niche, they make a lot of money with their CPMs because they talk about finance. So the advertisers know that if someone's watching a video about finance, they're most likely going to want to buy something. Whereas opposed to someone like Logan Paul or Jake Paul, they have a CPM that's not as high because they just talk about general stuff. They don't really talk about things that get people to buy. They have a younger audience, different factors like that. Now for this channel, my RPM is about $4, which is a good number, but it actually isn't the highest RPM I've ever had before in the past. I had a channel in the past that I used to run that literally had a CPM of like 25. It was honestly unbelievable. The reason why the CPM was a lot higher for that channel was because the videos were very long. because the longer your average view duration and the longer the video is, the more ads you can put in the video, which means the more money you can make from that video, if that makes sense. Basically, the more ads someone watches on your video, the more money you'll make. Now, I can't tell you guys the exact channel, but this specific channel is in the relationship niche. Now, I'm starting to talk with different brands and different affiliates to start promoting their products on the channel as well, so that would exponentially increase my income as well. So you can see that having a YouTube channel can really grow your wealth by having multiple streams of income. So if you guys want to learn how to create your own YouTube automation channels where you can actually just create videos without having to show your face and build a real business on YouTube, then click the first link in my description and check out the Alabre Automation Academy. In that course, I will show you step by step on how I built my own channel, this one included, and I'll show you exactly how I went from point A to point B, how I optimize my videos, how I set the right upload schedule, and how I hire every piece of my team so I know that they're going to do a great job and make me the best videos they possibly can. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see ya.